The S19 is the latest and greatest. It's definitely the best one for commercial. You can't buy a better miner than this right now for Bitcoin. Bitcoin mining is not the flashy. You're not going to make hundreds a day, but it's stable. Like the S9 is 6 years old and it's still profitable. This miner is going to turn a profit for 5 years, but slow and steady. And it just always will because the difficulty is so high. So without question, the first thing you do is always get a Bitcoin miner because it's just immortal again. Like no matter what happens, I don't care if the coin drops 70%, because when the difficulty drops, mining is not the same as investing. I'm assuming you know a little bit, so I'm not gonna insult you by telling you all this stupid shit. So as far as to make it simple, my favorite Bitcoin miner, you're looking at it, the S19, second to none. The reliability is biblical, and it's just a amazing machine, unbelievable. I would highly recommend getting a couple of those. Helen Keller couldn't cock it up. Your ROI is guaranteed. It's just going to take a while. Following that, I would get FPGAs. A good one to look into is Hash altcoin. They created, I have a couple. They created an ASIC style, for lack of better wording. Again, they use an ASIC shell, but they put the FPGA chips inside of it. So, sorry about the music. Here we go. Here's the black miner. So this is not an ASIC, it just looks like it. FPGAs are more like GPUs. They're used in servers and stuff. So they made a mold of a hash board and essentially, essentially just put a bunch of FPGA chips on a hash board like an ASIC. The ASIC's just a bunch of chips. These, because you can reprogram them. Once again, it's just about safety and stability. So obviously you can reprogram it a million times over. There's no limit. Like GPUs, GPUs can mine anything. So this is essentially a GPU rig in an ASIC frame. It's just a little bit more powerful. They're very expensive, but again, the risk factor is like, I've never had a day where they're not profitable because you can mine anything, literally anything with them. So, and then as far as GPUs go, the Radeon 7. I have a Bootstrap and a rework. NVIDIA is great, but you can't really do much. They're kind of like closed off, like Apple product, if you would, and this is like Samsung, if you would. You can do memory tweaks, and mine's far greater than me. I just go on forums, and I used to try and work on them. I'd spend like days, and I'd be real proud of myself when I was able to boost it. And then I'd get online and see what real intelligence looks like. These guys, you can get 115 megahash out of this card right here. 115 megahash at 200 watts, reliably, 24/7. So if you want to mine ETH, instead of getting an ETH ASIC, just get 10 of these cards. You'll be mining ETH, and then when ETH is proof of stake, like you said, you're not stuck with a paperweight that can't ever do anything else. You can never change an integrated circuit because it's fully developed. There's nothing you can do. The GPU, of course, gives you much more. Again, everything I do is to minimize risk, and this has worked for me very well over the years. But I don't get those high numbers that the guys that buy. I'm all about slow, steady, not rich overnight. So if you're looking for like fucking excitement and action, you want to look at Gold Shell products. The KDA miner is really exciting. I mean, damn thing makes $100 a day. But it's a new algorithm. So, I mean, you're not retarded. I don't know if everyone else is, but obviously when a new algorithm comes out and an ASIC comes on, what's going to fucking happen? The difficulty's going to spike. It does every time. Like, how can you not get that? I don't understand these people. So they're paying like 50 grand for these ASICs, like the CK5, right? That makes $400 a day. And within a week, once they're on the network, they make $10 because the difficulty climbs. But if you time it just right, it can be done, but you have to really stay on top of the time that the forks are happening. There's a lot you got to stay on top of. But you can make a lot more money if you play real risky like that. I'm very reserved on the mannerism that I do this. So if you're looking for like big numbers and fucking high risk, look at Gold Shell. Their miners are all new algorithms. Quite frankly, that's the biggest crash course you're ever gonna get. I hope it helps. I'm glad that you're into it. It's cool. I think as long as you realize that it's not a get rich quick thing, like I've been doing this for years. You're not gonna get rich overnight. As long as you go in there with a mentality like that and you're not an idiot, it's very easy to earn money doing this.